So this weekend's adventure starts here, at a tiny pier. We brought our tent, we packed our bags with food, we brought our paddleboard, among other stuff.
Yep.
And it's all gonna go into a boat over here that we rented for 2 days. And then we will paddle out on the lake behind here and stay for one night at one of the islands.
Yeah.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
Let's go to the boat.
Yeah.
Yes, that was indeed the plan. As soon as I had passed this oar to Hannah, we could head out on the water. Aye aye! Welcome aboard the fun boat. I'm your captain, and I'm gonna row you out to an unnamed island. If you, the passenger, has a great name for an island, then by all means speak up. It's a bit difficult. Backwards.
Great, Captain.
Don't worry, I am the captain. Aye aye. So I got relieved of my captain duties, and now we have Captain Orange Coat.
Yeah.
How's it going, Captain Orange?
Oi, not so good. It just fell off.
I think we're a bit off course here. What's happening? Captain Orange Coat was dismissed, and I once again took over the captain duties and got us back on course. There we go. Yes. Now we're on course again. Aye aye. Land ahoy! Over there. Let's roll there quickly. Oi, shit. With land in sight and a few more minor oar troubles, we had arrived. But where had we arrived? We did not receive any submissions for possible island names, and the island would remain unnamed. Therefore, we had arrived at an unnamed island. At this unnamed island, we would spend a total of 24 hours. Time spent paddleboarding on the open waters, dancing to copyrighted music. That move is copyrighted as well, for your information. Camping in a tent we would also do, among other things. But to do any of these fun things, we first had to actually pitch our tent. So we now scouted around a bit,
Yeah.
and you found a great spot to pitch a tent.
No way.
No wind. It's shielded from any wind and covered by the trees. So let's pitch up our tent then. The tent would only take us a few minutes to pitch up. It is a very simple tent to set up. In total, it only requires 3 poles to be inserted in specific locations, and that's really about it. In addition to being simple to set up, we had also practiced pitching the tent in our apartment a few days prior to our island expedition. But Oliver, can you just put up your tent anywhere you want in Sweden? Well, yeah, kind of, because of allemansrätten. You can camp even on privately owned land, as long as you don't disturb the landowner. There are some specific rules though applying for national parks. They can make up their own rules to either allow or not allow people to tent there or camp there. There are also some regulations about where you can make up fires, but most anywhere you can put up your tent, like right here on this island, for example. Before we do anything more on this island, we have to load up on some carbs. This wonderful woman prepared some chicken salad the other night while I was out having an after-work party playing volleyball. Yes, I did indeed play volleyball the day before, but that's not really relevant now, is it? Now the plan was to head out on the open waters and paddle around a bit. I want to do some paddle boarding. Fill up this one with some air, and then I will head out here, have a look around, you know. You want to come?
Not a paddle, but it's too cold now. Maybe later on.
Okay. Although it would only be me paddling for now, we took turns pumping up the board together. But I did have a small feeling that Hannah would join me a bit later on.
Your turn.
So this one is supposed to reach 15 psi. Currently you're at 0 psi, so
But look!
Yeah. It's starting to get some air in it though.
Yep.
And after a few more pumps, the board was ready for the open waters. Okay, I'll head out some.
Be careful.
Yeah. See you soon.
Okay.
Now, doesn't that look nice? Paddling across the water. Back there, it's a bit more windy, Here it's a bit calmer waters, but right now I'm floating with the wind out. So I guess I have to turn back soon. That is some kind of tiny island over there. That over there is our island. And Hannah is probably out there right now exploring.
I'm gonna explore a little bit in this tiny island. I'll just find my way. Okay, that's about it. The age of this little island.
As Hannah was making her way through the woods, I calmly paddled across the water.
I'll find a little place. Maybe it's good to swim some. Here comes someone. Hey!
Hey! I have an idea.
Okay.
How about you join me soon and we can paddle together? That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay, I'll see you soon then, babe.
After I'm done exploring other parts.
Okay, see you soon.
See you.
It seems as if I had managed to convince Hannah to join me, but first she had to complete her island tour.
Okay, so let's continue the rest of the island. So here is where we tented, and go a little bit further left. Not too big. As you can see, you already can see the ages. So I'm not gonna go there because it's just take me 10 seconds to go. So you can say it's quite a small island.
Yes, it was indeed a small island, as you can see from this drone shot. But what it lacked in size, it made up for in personality. This barbecue place, for example, we did not build. It was simply just there, complete with an old chair. There was also a small beach, perfect for getting onto the water, as we would do now again, this time together. I'm gonna paddle a bit. Okay, ready? Is the water cold?
Yeah, a bit cold. Can we go around?
You want to go around the island?
Yeah, I want to see that.
So based on Hannah's request for an island tour, I gave her a tour around the island. We did one complete lap together, me paddling and Hannah sitting in the front looking like a beautiful figurehead. Now we're finally getting some sun and the wind has stopped a bit as well. It's really quiet here. The only sound you can hear is the sound of birds. Have a listen. Yeah, we can't sit here all afternoon. I have an idea. Meet me at the beach. So here we are at the beach. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
We're gonna have a competition in mackkastning, skipping rocks on the water. I think I'm pretty good at that, so let's make it fair. I will get 1 try, you will get 3 tries. The most skips wins a prize of some sort. But to skip rocks, you need the best rocks. Let's split up and find the best rocks. Finding a good rock is essential when it comes to stone skipping. I don't know why I'm running, but so I need the perfect rock. But it's probably back at the beach. But I would not settle for a good rock. I wanted a perfect rock. Finding that, however, proved to be a bit more difficult than I had originally anticipated. Well, difficult for me it seemed, seeing as Hannah relatively quickly found 3 good rocks. But were they good enough? Maybe they come in the water, not too cold. Eventually though, I also had to settle for a good rock. I found a good rock. This is a good shape so you can throw it. With our rocks ready for skipping, who had found the best rock and who would be crowned champion? Well, we were soon to find that out. Okay, so here's Hannah's first try.
It works, see?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
I think I win! What do you think now?
Do you wanna, I guess?
Not rematch, no.
Hannah easily took home the crown with her 2 skips, seeing as I managed a grand total of 0 skips.
So what's the prize?
Oh, du vinner äran.
Won a title or something?
You won the honor of winning. Congratulations. Hannah did not seem super fond of winning the honor of winning, but a little bit of food and a few drinks would sure be enough to cheer us both up. So now we're sitting down having some dinner.
Yeah.
It's the same chicken salad, but it's good. It's good. Also some cider. Sorry for that. After dinner and cider, a bit more exploration was on the schedule, followed by some dancing. Yes, dancing. And after dancing it was getting a bit colder, meaning that it was time to slip into the tent. Hey!
Hey.
Looks cozy.
Yeah.
I'll join you. So now we're in the tent reading some books. I'm reading a book called Born to Run. It's Bruce Springsteen's memoirs, because in about 4 weeks we're gonna go see all 3 of his concerts in Gothenburg.
Yeah.
It should be fun. I'm at page 55, which well, I got this book about 6 months ago or something. That shows how much I read. What you reading?
I'm reading a Swedish book that I got from my birthday. So, well, it's not too difficult, but still there's some words are a bit difficult, so it takes some time to go through it.
It's impressive reading a Swedish book.
Thank you.
A book called Alkemisten. Okay, but also when you read in a tent, of course, it's very cozy, but you have to have some candy. So back here we have some candies, some sour candies and some sweet candies. Also a small reading lamp here, so that's perfect. It was a good lamp that we picked up for just 50 Swedish crowns. After a bit more reading though, it was time to sleep. Good evening. Or night. It's like 1 a.m. I woke up, but I really have to pee. But I thought, while I'm up, why not have a look around a bit in the dark? Well, anyways, I'm gonna go and pee now. So good night and see you tomorrow. Good morning from the tent. We were woken up before by the most rude geese ever. They were like just outside the tent, it sounded like, and they were like honking like crazy. There's the geese. We've been okay though. It's been a long night, but warm in this sleeping bags. Hannah says that I stink a bit because I was too warm, so I got sweaty. So I guess I have to go for a dip in the lake later on. A dip in the lake was indeed required, since I didn't smell all that great. It wasn't the most comfortable bath I've taken, but I guess you could call it refreshing.
Let's do it.
Give me the towel. And with my stinky stunk all washed away by the freezing lake water, it was time for breakfast. This is like breakfast spot number 1. Yes, it was a very good breakfast spot. Our breakfast was made up of a few sandwiches and some tea. It tasted good. After breakfast, we just had to do a bit more paddleboarding. I mean, just look. There was no wind, the sun was out, and the reflections were simply stunning. Now it's time to go home, which means we have to pack up the tent. The tent was as simple to dismantle as it was to set up, and we packed it down in a matter of minutes. With all things packed in the boat except Hannah, I pushed out the boat and the captain would once again take over. Aye aye, I am once again your captain. But this time we're going back home. We have now left the island and we're rowing out on the open waters. Thank you very much for joining us on this small adventure. Hej på er. Hej då. You may think from the other clips before that it's kind of warm here, but it's not that warm. I mean, it's sunny and nice, but it's kind of windy, and it's not that warm in general.
Yeah.
Which is why Hannah wears a shirt and then jacket and then a blanket / towel. And that's why we're also making some tea.
Yeah, I need some warm tea.
Yes, something warm to drink would be quite nice right now.
Yeah.